Hey, everyone, this is Coach Jeffrey, and today we're going to talk about the 5 reasons why we procrastinate, but more importantly, some very simple things that we can do about it, right? It's first of all, it's amazing to me that procrastination somehow has become this like acceptable term. If you pay attention, people will say it all the time. Oh, I'm such a procrastinator. Oh, I'm horrible when it comes to procrastination. Oh, I'm procrastinating on that. Oh, I procrastinated on that. And if you if you braved the elements, you would say, "Oh, really?" Right? Because we're lying to ourselves when we say we're procrastinating, because the truth is we just haven't gotten it done yet. Why don't we just say, I haven't done that yet? But we say I'm procrastinating, which is a form of a lie because we're letting ourselves off the hook. We're making an excuse for ourselves, but we don't even realize somehow we don't even understand how becoming it or acceptable it's become to call ourselves or a procrastinator or to associate ourselves, right? In the effort to let ourselves off the hook to avoid saying we haven't gotten the thing done, we're actually inviting an unbecoming term to identify with. So forget the linguistics of it and all of that. Let's get into these 5 tips, right? 5 reasons why we procrastinate and then what to do about it. Are you ready? All right. Reason number one that you procrastinate is because you don't know how to do it. Whatever it is that you've agreed to do or been told to do or voluntold to do or volunteered to do or convinced other people that you can do because you're people pleasing and whatever however this thing got on your plate, you don't know how to do it. You're like, uh-oh. So you're procrastinating. And of course, the solution then is learn how to do it or delegate it to somebody that knows how to do it. Okay. Number two, let's say you know how to do the thing, whether you do it. But number two, second reason why we procrastinate is because you're not good at it. This reminds me of like me in golf. Like I love playing golf. I get out there, it's fun, I enjoy it. Often there's no place else I'd rather be, but I suck. And sometimes I procrastinate on golf, or I don't prioritize golf, or I don't make plans to golf because I don't want my suckness to like slow anybody else down or offend anybody. I want to be able to keep pace of play. I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to embarrass a playing partner if they have a different standard, right? The truth is, nobody really cares. They're always focused on their own game. But still, subconsciously, I know that my level of play is something that may help me, procrastinate the amount of enjoyment or the amount of mental health that's coming my way from golf, right? So, what's going on in your life that you know how to do, but you're just not good at? Well, what's the solution? Get good at it, practice, take some lessons, get a coach, spend more time at the driving range, what have you, right? Or delegate it. I'm not going to delegate, hey, can you go play golf to me? But what's going on in our lives and our careers and our businesses that we can delegate to somebody that is good at it? So let's reset real quick. Number one, you don't know how to do what you've committed to doing. So you either need to learn how to do it or delegate it to somebody that knows how to do it and just manage their efforts. Number two, you might know how to do it, you might not, but that doesn't matter. The second reason is that you're not good at it. So, with your tail between your legs, with lack of confidence, with lack of efficacy, you may delay, put off, postpone the thing because you know you're not good on some level. So, you either got to put the time into getting good, right? Or delegate it to somebody that's good. That brings us to number three. Let's say you know how to do it, and let's say you're good at it. Well, third, you don't like it. You don't enjoy it, even if you know how to do it, and even if you're good at it. Then what comes to mind for me? Oh, grading papers. I love professing. I love being on my feet at San Diego State University. I love shaping the minds. I love puppeteering in the classroom and getting people past the fear of public speaking and facilitating conversation and making eye contact with people and helping them feel empowered and supported and motivated to get their work done. But boy, am I on the other end of the spectrum when it comes to grading papers, especially bad work. Oh my God. I always tell my students, if I have to spend longer grading it than you spent writing it, we have a problem. But my point is, I don't enjoy it. Even when it's a really good paper and it doesn't take me as long to grade, I just don't enjoy the process of sitting down, red pen, criticizing, looking for mistakes, etc. I appreciate helping people improve, but the details and the analytics and the attention to detail and the compliance of grading, I don't enjoy it, right? So what do I got to do? I either got to find a way to enjoy it or delegate it to somebody that enjoys it. Right now my classes aren't big enough to justify a TA, so I got to do my own grading. But in terms of learning how to enjoy it, and this is true, I will put on the headphones and listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers and drink some beers and have, just kind of, you know, pave the way to a little bit more of an enjoyable experience. I'll even joke around with my students. I'll say, careful. where you submit your paper, because some of your papers are graded on the first beer and some of them are graded on the third beer. The point that I'm making is if we don't enjoy what it is we've committed to doing, we got to find a way to enjoy it or delegate it to somebody that enjoys it, right? That gets us into the fourth and fifth reasons and solutions. These are a little bit more nuanced, if you will. Just to reset, number one, you don't know how to do it, so learn how to do it or delegate it to somebody that knows how to do it. Number two, you aren't good at it, so get better at it, get good at it, or delegate it to somebody that is good at it. Number three, you don't enjoy it, so find a way to enjoy it. Create the reward or figure out what you can incorporate into the process that makes it more enjoyable, and go do it at the beach overlooking the ocean, or you understand what I'm getting. Find a way to enjoy it or delegate it to somebody that enjoys it. So now the nuanced fourth and fifth. Fourth, you're not the right person to be doing it. Somehow this fell on your plate. You volunteered, you committed, you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. The hot potato got passed to you, the stuff rolled downhill, you were voluntold, or it got delegated to you on some level. I don't know how it got to your plate, but let's face it, you're just not the right person to do it. It's not in your jurisdiction, it's not in your skill set, it's not in your qualifications. Or what usually happens is it's a $20 task or a $25 an hour task or a $30 an hour task when you're a $100, $150, $200 an hour person, or that's where you want to be. So maybe it's pay grade, maybe it's jurisdiction, maybe it's compliance, maybe it's certification, maybe it's not sure, but you're not the right person to do it. And nobody's slowed the hamster wheel down enough to realize, like, wait a second, I'm not the right, why am I doing this? So we want to delegate it to the right person, the person that loves that opportunity, that wants to do that, that is good at it, knows how to do it, and enjoys it, right? But more importantly, they will appreciate the compensation that they're getting for it. They will appreciate the opportunity it represents to get where they're going. Where for you, this task is not a value add, it's not an escalator, it doesn't help you evolve, it doesn't help you grow, it holds you down, and therefore you're not the right person to be doing this. And somehow, some way, you got to get it off your plate. And that takes me to the fifth reason that we procrastinate. And there's a very simple solution, but this one's nuanced. And it's that the thing doesn't actually need to be done. And nobody's been honest about that. So a lot of times in my career, when I'm coaching executives or emerging leaders or CEOs or VPs or directors, people with lots of escalating responsibilities, unfortunately, sometimes people have become addicted to the overwhelm, addicted to the obsessive, the worried, and it's just part of their MO to believe automatically, I have to, I need to, I gotta. And it's funny too, because I'll stop and I'll say, well, do you? They go, what do you mean? Yeah, I got it. I got it. Well, hang on. Which one of your arms will fall off if you don't? Do you have to do it now? Do you have to do it this week? Tell me why you have to do it. Tell me how doing that integrates. And we're playing the integrity game at all times here, right? So how does that integrate with your potential? How does that integrate with your purpose? How does that integrate with your quarterly goals? Are you people pleasing on this? Does it really have to be done? And a lot of times people believe that they have to do things that they don't have to do. And that has to is not a function of the thing. It's a function of the emotional addiction to being busy, overwhelmed, being hamsters, spinning the wheel, etc. Or some people pleasing or some misdirected or how should I say, not integrated, right? Not integrated reasons. We're playing the integrity game. So everything that we do, we want to make sure it's integrated with our purpose and our gifts and our potential and our goals, right? So do you really have to do the thing? If the answer becomes yes, then why are you procrastinating, right? Well, you're not the right person to do it. You don't enjoy it. You're not good at it, or you don't know how. Are you guys with me on that? So here you have it. 5 reasons why there's probably more, but I wanted to share with you my favorite 5. 5 reasons why we procrastinate. Very simple. Well, maybe not so simple, right? Delegate, 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 but also be honest with yourself. Are you the right person to be doing this? And does it need to be done at all? If you have yes and yes, then you need to get good. You need to start to like it. You need to find out how to do it or delegate and get somebody on your team that can handle these things for you. All right. There's more that we can say about procrastination, including like, why did it become becoming to call ourselves procrastinators? Like, when would now be a good time to do the things we really need to do? All right. If this has been entertaining or informative or enjoyable for you, why don't you click below? We're going to have some links down there, some video descriptions. If you want to get our one paid guide to growing your coaching practice, go ahead and click below, or maybe there's a link down there for 2 complimentary coaching sessions with an Integrity Game certified coach, or maybe you'll find a link down there to the Arena, which is our membership site. That's where we play the Integrity Game. We got tons of free content, tons of free stuff for you to interact with, but we love empowering emerging leaders and seasoned leaders with the soft skills that make strong teams, the soft skills that make strong organizations. And overcoming procrastination is definitely a softer skill that's going to create some very hard results for you guys. If you can't avoid procrastination, you're going to be looking at hard results. So let's use the soft skills to get better results. All right, this is Coach Jeffrey. I hope you've enjoyed 5 reasons and solutions to combat procrastination.